Back to the online classes. Do like and subscribe the channel. Give thumbs up if you like it.
Students, welcome back to the online classes, and today's topic is of science 7th class, second lesson, acid and bases, and this is your Naima miss taking your class. So today's we'll start our explanation, that is acid and bases. So actually when we be around, you see that people saying, hey, is it acidic in nature, it is basic in nature, please don't have it, please don't touch it or something around. Acid means immediately what will come in your mind? Burning. Amma, don't touch that acid, it will burn you. You'll feel like that, right? But yes, there is a burning process in acid, but all the acids are don't burn your skin. Okay, for example, what are acids actually? What are acids? First we'll learn what is acid actually. Acid is a acids are sour in taste. They are very sour in taste. So what are they? They are sour in taste, and this word acid was derived from Latin word called acer. Okay, it was derived from Latin word acer. So the substance whichever are sour in taste and have acidic ingredients in their solution are called as acids. And usually you can say, for example, you will have lemon. Examples you can take as lemon, you have vinegar, and you have amla, you can say gooseberries, and you have grapes. So many examples we have. Okay, so these are all the things which are acidic in nature, but they usually, these natural things, natural acids will never burn your skin, but they are very healthy for your body. Okay, so now you can say that these acids are divided into like two types. Okay, they are divided into natural acids and they are divided into artificial acids. So how many classifications you have? They are classified into two types, that is natural and artificial. Okay, natural means word itself says that what is natural. What is natural? It itself says that natural is nothing but the acids which are naturally present in the environment. So whatever naturally we are having, that is, for example, I said like lemon, vinegar, amla, grapes, and you have like curd, and uh, carbonated drinks, all these contain the natural acids. Okay, I'll explain you clearly. See, you have example, you have natural acids. For example, we'll go with natural acids. Natural acids, you can say curd. Curd is having lactic acid. Okay, and lemon. So we have curd, we have lactic acid, and lemon, you can see that it is having natural acid, that is citric acid. And pickles, in pickles you can observe that on the pickle bottle also it will be written in the back side, one of the ingredient will be acetic acid or vinegar. Okay, acetic acid or vinegar, these are all natural acids. Okay, acetic acid. And you have carbonated drinks. Carbonated drinks are nothing but the Coca-Cola, Thumbs Up, all these things contain your carbonic acid. Okay, carbonic acid. Okay, you see that whenever you are shaking or something, like you are shaking the bottle of Thumbs Up or Coca-Cola, you see some kind of leather will be coming out of that, foam will be coming out. What is that? It's nothing but because of the presence of carbonic acid. And you have pulses. In the pulses you have amino acids which form the proteins in our body, and you have amla, it is compressing of ascorbic acid. You have grapes, which consist of tartaric acid. Tamarind also consists of tartaric acid. You have spinach, tomato, these all consist of oxalic acid. Okay, and so then if we see that properties, you can say natural. Okay, we have completed natural acids. Similarly, if you go with the artificial acids, you can say that HCl, hydrochloric acid. So in artificial we have hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid. Okay, so these so many we have artificial these acids will cause harm to us. Okay, they are harmful to us. Natural acids are never harmful to us, whereas artificial acids are harmful to us. Again, based on their corrosive property, how easily they can corrode. They are again they are again strong and they are again weak. Okay, so natural acids are weak, whereas artificial acids are strong acids. Okay, the natural acids will not cause any burn to our skin and they are very weak, whereas artificial acids are strong and they cause harm to our skin, they burn our skin, they are corrosive. Okay, then again they may be uh, concentrated and diluted, whereas again concentrated are harmful and diluted are not much harmful to us. They are diluted with water, they are mixed with water. Whenever something is mixed with water, we say that it is diluted. So they get diluted and they are not harmful to us. Okay. Okay, so with this we have understood that the acids are classified into natural and artificial, and natural acids are strong and artificial acids are weak and mild, and the natural acids are corrosive and these are non-corrosive. Artificial are non-corrosive, and for example of natural we can take any example, like we can take lemon, we can tomatoes, we can take carbonated drinks, we can take pulses, we can take curd, pickles, anything. Okay, coming to the artificial, whatever we are preparing in lab, we can take that as an example. Like we have this HCl, that is hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acid, etc. Okay, so with this we have completed with the properties of acids. Next, coming to the properties of base. Okay, bases, what are bases and what are the properties of bases. Okay, so bases are nothing but whatever substances which are bitter in taste are called as bases, and their properties also have like basic, whatever basic ingredients are there, they form basic solution. Okay, so whatever substance which is found to be bitter, you can say that it is basic. And coming to the examples, we can say examples as bitter substances are bases. Example, you can take baking soda. Baking soda which we use in cooking, you can take it as example. And you have lime water. Okay, lime water. And you can take it window cleaner. You can say soap, any soap. Baking soda which we use in cooking, lime water, window cleaner, soap, any soap, whatever soap we use at home for washing our clothes or cleaning our body, anything we can tell it as. Or we can say shampoos, all these, like we can include it under base. Okay, one more thing, children. Lime water means, don't think that it is lemon water. Be careful, again and again I'm telling, this is not lemon water. It is not lemon water, but it is lime water. Lime water is different. It consists of calcium hydroxide. Okay, what does it consist? It consists of calcium hydroxide. It does not consist of any lemon juice in it. It is calcium hydroxide. Okay, it is calcium hydroxide. It is not lemon juice. Okay, and coming to the properties, we can again say that it is again coming to the classifications, we can say again that it is divided into again two types, that is base natural and artificial. Natural, as I said, whatever naturally present in bases are this naturally present bases. For example, we have all these like you can take for example bitter and this one. So again, based on the classification, they are divided into strong bases and weak bases. As usual, strong bases like whatever we have studied in acids, similar properties you can learn about. Corrosive, they are very corrosive, and weak are they are non-corrosive. For example, we can take it as sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide, and for weak we can tell magnesium hydroxide and ammonium hydroxide. Children, see the formulas: sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide. Okay, just don't get confused. Coming to the properties, the bases are very slippery in nature. They are very slippery to touch. Like for example, when you rub the soap to your hand, you get some kind of slippery like touch, right? When if you take a soap also, it will just slip from your hand. Why? Because of this basic nature. Okay, they are bitter to taste, and they even conduct electricity. Okay, they even conduct electricity, whereas few bases are water soluble and few bases are non water soluble. They don't get soluble easily in water. So whatever are soluble in water, they are called as alkali. What are they called? Soluble in water. Soluble in water means they are called as alkali. Okay, they are called as alkalis. And which are non-soluble, they are simply said non-soluble. Okay, so with this we complete with what are acids and what are bases. And you do remember that the acids will not be able to store in the container which are of metal. Okay, they can only be stored in the containers which are made up of plastic and glasses. Acids. Okay, why? Means these acids will react with the metals. Okay, so with this we complete with properties and classifications of acids and bases. Next class will continue the lesson.
Maintain social distance. Be safe, stay safe, be happy, and do concentrate in your studies. All the best. Take care. Students, if you don't understand the topic, please watch it twice and thrice so that you can easily understand that.